Hey, what's up, furniture nerds? I just unboxed this new electric height adjustable standing desk, and man, it looks like there is a lot of pieces. Well, actually not too many pieces. I know that looks like there's a cluster over there, but these right here are the main pieces for the actual desk. And so we're gonna go ahead and see exactly what we have before we get to putting it together. So these parts right here, these 4 parts right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, are the actual desktop. So let's call them A, B, C, D. Right? These all make up the desktop. And these ones right here with the rounded edges are the ones that are going to be on the side. So I'm assuming that these two, right, with the grommets right here, okay, are going to be in the middle, and then these are going to be on the side. Here we have the shelf, right, that's going to be hoisted to the top of the tabletop. Right here we have the 2 shelf supports. These right here are the 2 legs. One of them has a motor, so this one is the actual single motor option. I do believe that they have a double motor, but this is the single motor. So this is the right leg, this is the left leg. These 2 metal parts right here are the support beam, and essentially they're going to run across the tabletop over there, holding the table up so that it doesn't collapse. These 2 metal pieces right here are the feet, or the base of the desk. You see these 4 holes right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those 4 holes are going to align with the 4 holes that are underneath here. I'm not sure if you can see it, but the ones here in the corner, 1, 2, 3, 4. These 2 metal pieces are the side supports, or the side brackets, and essentially these are going to connect the legs to the desktop. Now this right here is the infamous sink rod. I'm sure you've seen in different reviews for standing desk, people might say that the legs are not even. Well, that's because this part was not installed properly. Now up here are the 3 parts that make up the cloth drawer. This part right here goes inside here, and then essentially this slides into here once these are folded up or folded down and attached to the bottom of the tabletop. These are the individually organized hardware parts, which is a major plus. That means you can just get right into the assembly and you don't have to do any organizing yourself. These 3 parts are the hardware for the controller. That's the controller. These are the adapters. Now, if you want to have your desk on wheels, they do send you 4 wheels, and this is the wrench that it comes with to tighten these to the bottom of the base. However, if you don't want your desk to be on wheels, they do have these levelers that just screw into the bottom of the base. These 2 here are the holders. So this is the cup holder, and this is the hanger for your headphones. And here are a couple of bags of wire clips. I believe there's 5 per bag, so 10 total. These 2 are the grommets, right, for your cord management. And these will end up in the 2 holes right here and there. These are the 4 connector pieces that go underneath the desk, which essentially is going to connect all the parts of the tabletops together. Here are a pair of hooks, and this is the cord and the adapter tray that's also going to go underneath the desk. And last but not least, the 2 documents, I guess you can call them, that will allow us to get this desk all together. So, all right, that is everything that is included in the box. So now it's time for the assembly. I know I have my work cut out for me, and so now I'm going to show you the finished product in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hey, what's up, furniture nerds? Doing a quick review for this electric adjustable height standing desk that I just picked up, and my initial thought and reaction after assembling it is that this desk is awesome. First of all, 55 inches, that's a lot of space. I didn't necessarily measure. I knew that I had enough space in the area for it, but as I have it right here in front of me, I'm definitely glad that I went with the 55 inch. I think there's a 63 inch also available, which I think would have been massively overkill. But that option is there for those who need the additional space, right? So let's look at some of the features. Obviously, the main feature is the fact that it can go up and down, right? So it was installed properly, so you can see it's going up, no problem. Also goes down, no problem. And if you do pick this desk up, the way that you initialize it and kind of put it back to factory reset is you have to hold the up button and the down button down for about maybe 5 or so seconds until it beeps, and then it will go all the way down, and then that's how you know it is initialized, right? You could also have the option, which I haven't done yet, to set it to whichever height that I want it. So for example, if I have a seated position, I can set that level to like 1. If I want to have one where it's like, maybe standing up, I can have it to 2. Let's say, for example, I maybe have a treadmill or something like that that I want to have underneath the desk. I can set it to that. So you have a lot of different options, 4 different settings that you can have. It's set to automatic heights. There's this cloth material drawer. I really like these because they're not high maintenance at all. Usually, you know, drawers that you see, they have the metal rails and all that stuff. You got to build them out, and sometimes they're noisy and all that stuff. This is not that at all. And on top of that, there's not a lot of space for you to jam pack a ton of stuff, right? I'm really big on having like clean, tidy areas, not too much clutter. So this desk will not allow me to do that. Although the desktop might be a little bit of a challenge because it is pretty spacious. Another cool feature, this is a plastic kind of holder here for, you know, cups and things of that nature. It is plastic, so just be careful. These things can crack, they can break, but so far so good. What I'm gonna do is though, make sure I have the customer service number in case one of these things breaks. Maybe I'll pick up a different one or something like that, but let's keep our fingers crossed. Anyway, nice little addition right there. Up here is a shelf, right, where you might wanna put a monitor or something like that, something that's a little bit elevated, or just have like, you know, pictures or mementos or something like that, something cool to put up there to kind of decorate the area. And then back here, you see the 2 grommets, grommet number 1, and then we have over here grommet number 2 for all your cable and cord management. Now on the side here, there's this plastic holder right here for like headphones and things of that nature. And then underneath the tabletop, there's these metal hooks right here where you can hang different things, bags, whatever it is that you may have on you that you don't want to put on the floor. So you have one on that side. And then I also hung the other one on this side. You can actually mix and match these. You can take this out and put it on this side. You can put 2 on that end, however way you want. And then under here is a cord tray, right? So if you don't want to have things hanging all the way down, which I don't want to as well, you can store all your stuff here. And this is what clamps the shelf to the tabletop. So for example, if you want to remove it, all you would have to do is just twist this knob right here and twist the other one on the other side as well, and you can loosen it and get rid of the shelf. Now right now I have this shelf positioned where it's the most far back that it can go. However, there are 4 screws on this side, also 4 screws on this side, that if you loosen them, you can actually pull this to come a little bit closer. But I want to have as much desk space as possible right now, so I just had it set where it's all the way in the back. Also, on the base or the feet of this desk, you have the option of attaching wheels or levelers. So for example, I'll probably, you know, move this desk around maybe from room to room depending on the day or the area that I might want to work for that day. But then if you're going to have this to be stationary in one room, you may want to just have it with some levelers. So they do come with levelers for you to kind of twist on and twist off. I went with the roller wheels, and on the roller wheels, each of them have a locking mechanism. So for example, you just lock down like that, then this is not going to move. As soon as you unlock it, now it moves a lot easier. So now let's talk about the assembly process. The assembly took me about an hour and 20 minutes, I want to say, maybe an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes. For most people, you know, you can expect maybe 2 hours, maybe 2 to 3 hours, of course, depending on your skill set and the tools that you use. I did use a drill, and I use it on its very lowest setting. Whenever you're assembling furniture, you don't need to put it any further than level 1 or level 2. You really don't need to, because you have a potential of maybe shaving or ruining the screws. You have a potential of maybe even breaking or fracturing the wood. So if you're gonna use a drill, use it with caution. If you're not comfortable, they do provide an Allen key for you to tighten all the bolts. The instruction manual wasn't too bad. There are some parts of the instruction manual that you have to kind of look a little bit closer, but if you just take your time and even go through sometimes on the instruction manual and just with a pen or pencil, just check off that you got that part done, you should be able to get everything installed rather easily. But so far so good. It's still in the first hour that I had this desk. The controller works just fine. The tabletop is super spacious. I can't wait to actually get to work on it and have some space to actually kind of lay out and get to doing my thing. It has an elevated shelf where you can put a monitor on it. It also has a cloth drawer, which just gives you just enough space to store like papers, just a small amount of items, but not a lot of space to store a ton of paper. So you can keep this area relatively clutter-free, so long as you commit to not having a ton of stuff actually on the tabletop. But altogether, this desk has my stamp of approval. I'll definitely give it the thumbs up. Go ahead and check it out if you're interested, and I will check you on the next review.